Rattled Starmer brutally humiliated as lies called out by journalist at speech. In a shocking display of political vulnerability, Keir Starmer found himself on the defensive during a recent speech, brutally humiliated as a journalist called out his fabrications in real time. This unprecedented moment not only rattled the Labour leader but also exposed deeper fractures within his leadership that could have dire consequences for the party and the nation at large. Starmer's remarks, which were intended to rally support ahead of the next general election, quickly turned sour when a seasoned journalist confronted him about his misleading claims regarding Labour's stance on key issues, particularly concerning Brexit and economic policy. The betrayal of trust, as many critics argue, has become a hallmark of Starmer's leadership, leaving voters questioning the integrity of a party that once stood as a beacon of hope for progressive change. This is not just a political misstep, it is a potential turning point that could redefine Labour's relevance in British politics. Critics have long warned that Starmer's attempts to distance himself from Jeremy Corbyn's legacy may not resonate with the electorate. The 2019 election, a catastrophic defeat for Labour, was marked by internal divisions and a failure to connect with working-class voters. Many fear that this latest debacle could further alienate the very base the party needs to reclaim. The audacity of Starmer's claims, juxtaposed with the stark realities facing the nation, creates a narrative of dissonance that could lead to catastrophic electoral consequences. As the journalist's questions pierced through Starmer's carefully crafted facade, the atmosphere in the room shifted. Observers noted the palpable discomfort of a leader unprepared for scrutiny. This moment underscores a broader struggle within the Labour Party, the fight between authenticity and spin. In an era where transparency is demanded by the electorate, Starmer's reliance on half-truths could be seen as a desperate attempt to cling to power rather than a genuine manifesto for change. Historically, moments like these have been pivotal. Recall the infamous televised debates of past elections where leaders faced tough questions and either rose to the occasion or fell spectacularly. Starmer's floundering response not only drew comparisons to those moments but also raised urgent questions about his viability as a leader capable of uniting a fragmented party. The stakes have never been higher, the country stands at a crossroads, and the ramifications of this encounter could echo through the halls of Westminster for years to come. Public figures and analysts are already weighing in, with many arguing that Starmer's inability to defend his statements could embolden opponents within his party who are eager to challenge his leadership. There is a palpable sense of crisis, warned one political analyst, suggesting that this could mark a new era of influence for those pushing for a return to Corbyn's vision. This power struggle within Labour is not merely an internal affair, it has profound implications for the entire political landscape. The British public, once supportive of Labour's progressive ideals, may now feel betrayed by a leader who seems more interested in maintaining a facade than addressing the urgent needs of the populace. Starmer's failure to engage meaningfully with pressing issues like the cost of living crisis or climate change could leave him vulnerable to a resurgence of grassroots movements that demand accountability and genuine reform. The British people will not forgive a leader who, in their eyes, prioritizes political expediency over ethical governance. As the dust settles on this humiliating episode, it becomes clear that the implications extend beyond one speech. This incident serves as a stark reminder that political leaders are not immune from scrutiny. The electorate is watching, and they are not easily fooled. Starmer's credibility hangs in the balance, and the path he chooses moving forward will be crucial in determining not just his fate but that of the Labour Party and its role in shaping the future of the UK. In this pivotal moment, it is imperative for voters to remain engaged and vigilant. As the struggle for the soul of Labour continues, the call to action is clear: the British public must demand transparency, accountability, and a return to the roots of true representation. Join the community, subscribe for updates, and stand with those who believe in a better future for all. This is not just a political battle, it is a movement that could redefine the very fabric of British democracy.